Okay, so the first part of this lesson, I'm going to show you how to make decorative paper with things that you find. So this is a sunscreen cap, oval shape, a circular cap, lid to a coffee container. Okay, I'm using this liquid black paint. For convenience sake, I'm just pouring it on a piece of paper. And I'm just repeat stamping. So this is one of those things, again, if you're not ready to drop into a painting, you can make all of these pattern papers and then colored papers. Okay, so there's that one. I think you get the idea. Okay. The messy part of this lesson is you're going to be making a lot of these papers. And so either you need to set up a clothesline outside or a table somewhere. Okay, so there's that. And like this was India ink and stick, just random scribble. And then here's a scribble I made, and then I scraped a transparent paint over it. So I get some pattern and some color. All right, now making the colored papers, and I probably will just do one color. Some of you have seen this before. And today I tried mixing this ultramarine light blue. I did 3 different ones. I mixed with a Van Dyke neutral, I mixed with the burnt sienna neutral, and then the latest one is my Indian yellow, which I'll do. So basically, you're mixing neutrals with like a lighter color, like a blue or a yellow, like we've been doing. And making these colored papers that then we'll cut out. All right, so and I like my angled palette knife for this one. And then I just scrape across my paper. So this is what Matisse did. He made all of these papers that then he would cut his shapes out of and pin to the wall to make his compositions. We'll do it on a smaller scale. We'll cut these up to make compositions that then we'll paint on top of. Okay, so there's the color. I would hang that outside to dry.
What kind of paper are you painting on?
What?
What kind of paper are you painting on?
What I did and what I requested people to bring, this is just a sketch. This is just sketch paper. I've got a whole stack. And what's great about this is I make one, I put it to the side, I go to the next one, right? Just a big stack of, it's kind of a thin drawing paper.
It looks like newsprint.
It's not. It's just a cheap drawing paper I got at Ross. Okay, now I've got this ink and stick I did. I could go over with some color. And this is kind of a random mixture based on just using what's left over on my palette, okay? I'll put that aside to dry. And now I'm going to go into part 2, which is doing the cutout, which I will glue to a piece of Bristol paper. And I think I want this to be kind of interactive. So I'm going to take suggestions from you. I think I'll pick the color. And I think I'll begin with asking you for some simple, like a simple shape to cut out. So any ideas? I think I'm going to begin with that color. Ideas or suggestions? Anybody?
I'm interested in sunglasses.
Oh, you had to pick something complicated, didn't you?
Okay, how about a flower?
Oh, okay. All right.
Or
Okay.
a shoe. Those were the things that I like.
Flower or a shoe?
Flower.
I hear flower. Okay. So again, Matisse, he called it drawing with scissors. Okay. So, I mean, if you're not comfortable with doing that, you could sketch it on the back and then cut it out, or sketch it on the front and cut it out. And somebody, if you can please mute yourself again.
That's me. I'm going to sign off and sign in.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. Okay, so I'm just freehanding this. Okay, so I'm going to get two things. I'm going to get that's a negative shaped flower, and here's my positive shaped flower. Okay, once I have that, then I'm looking through my stash. Like it could go on that background. That's kind of interesting. So you kind of do this, you've got plenty to work with, but you're doing this shuffling of collage material, but it's still limited palette. Okay, so then there was this. I kind of liked that. It can get kind of overwhelming. So that's why we're limiting the palette. You know what? Maybe I'm going like that. Let's see. Could take a while. Huh, kind of like that. Maybe. So this is the part that can take a while. You're composing. You kind of got to be patient with it. Okay, maybe that. Sometimes you just get a feeling. Like I like the way this is sort of the ground. There's light. I'm going to come back and do something on here. I don't know what yet. Okay. Have this little piece here. Today I was attracted to that. Don't know yet, gonna wait on that. Okay, now I get out my Mod Podge. And first I'm gonna glue my background, then I'm gonna glue my flower, and then I'll start adding things. another idea is you pick out all your pieces and then glue, but because we're on video, I'm just gonna roll with it. Okay. Okay, for this part, what's really useful is this plastic scraper. If you don't have it, credit card or some flat piece of plastic is good. Okay, so painting Mod Podge on the back of this piece. Onto my Bristol paper. You can take tracing paper or that deli paper or just another piece of paper, put it on top, and then scrape to get out all of the air bubbles, okay? Then I'm going to do my flower. Same thing, Mod Podge on back. Bear with me, I'm doing this whole thing upside down. Okay, same thing. Going to put my sandwich paper on top. Scrape, okay. Still have time to reposition this if it's not adhering how I want. Okay, now let's see. So that's pretty subdued. Going to do something here. I'm going to just show different techniques, different things you could do. If you have one of these squeeze, acrylic squeeze things that I'm starting to like, you could draw on there. And then I like to blot, spreads it out a little bit. And then, so this kind of paper, save it. You can use it somewhere else. And then I could blot that somewhere else if I want. So it's printing, painting. Okay, other things you could use, charcoal pencil. I have a red charcoal pencil. I thought red would go really nicely with this color as like a complementary color. So I can color in. If I get a wet brush, I can spread that red charcoal pencil around a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to come back and use some of the neutral colors that I mixed. I'm going to come back with this lighter blue for contrast. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of a wash here and put some blue in there. It's not showing up as much as I would like. Add a little white to this one. So we're doing Matisse cutouts, but we're then adding more painted layers. I'm gonna do some Indian yellow with white for the center of that flower. And I just lost all those dots. I can either scrape through like that, or I could do this and then come back later and put them in. Little sgraffito here for the leaf. Okay, any questions? There's clearly more that I could do, but I'm just trying to give you an idea of the process. See if I missed anything here. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know yet. So the great thing is you could do several of these at a time, put it to the side, work on another one some more. Here's one that I did that's pretty much just abstract. And these little lines in here look kind of like geology, so I could add some more of these striations, and then it's like a little window here. Then start adding more paint. It's warm today. My paint is already drying. I'll just do a little bit with this one and then I'll come back. Trying to get a little bit of darker color going in there. Adding some Van Dyke brown here.
Laura, it's hard to tell that that's a cutout. What
This
piece-
is, all of these pieces here are cutouts that I already did, and I'm painting on top of it now. So this is a pattern strip and these are solid colors.
So was it, the background was that?
The
New-
background was all cut out. Yep. Okay, so I think, I mean, there's so much more I could do here, but I think you get the idea, the basic idea.